Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschat Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Vande Sri Guru Dinatarine Hare Krishna. So today we'll see verse number 27, and Krishna is explaining about the doer or karta in the three modes. So yesterday was in mode of goodness, so there is no attachment to the results, no desires for the self. So that is karta in mode of goodness, working for devotional service. So now Krishna explains about passion. Let's see this. Ragi karma phala prepsur.
Ragi karma phala prepsur.
Labdo him satmako asuchi.
Labdo himsatmaka asuchi.
Harsha shokan vitah karta.
Harsha sokanvita karta.
Rajasa parikirtita.
Rajasa parikrititaha.
So
Ragi karma phala prepsur. Labdo himsatmaka asuchiha. Harsha sokanvita karta. Rajasah parikritah parikirtitah.
Ragi karma palaprepsur lubdho himsatmako susihi harsasokanvita karta rajasa parikititaha.
okay. Translation and purport. The worker who is attached to work and fruits of work, desiring to enjoy those fruits, who is greedy, always envious, impure, and moved by joy and sorrow, is said to be the mode of passion. Purport. A person is too much attached to certain kind of work or to the result because he has too much attachment for materialism, for hearth and home, wife and children. Such a person has no desire for higher elevation in life. He is simply concerned with making the world as materially comfortable as possible. He is generally very greedy, and he thinks that anything attained by him is permanent and never to be lost. Such a person is envious of others, prepared to do anything wrong for sense gratification. Therefore, such a person is unclean, and he does not care whether his earning is pure or impure. He is very happy if his work is successful, and very much distressed when his work is not successful. Such a worker is in mode of passion. So this description of mode of passion, if we are honest with ourselves, we can see that we can relate to this description very much, because some day, sometime during some action, at least for myself, I can tell I have felt that, okay, this is how I felt by some activity. I felt, yeah, it was not correct. The result was not correct, or the result was not what I expected. It should not have been like this. So I have felt like this. And also many times we are attached to the results. When we do activity, we want a particular type of result, and from that intention we do the activity. And if it does not work accordingly, then we feel sad or we feel happy. So, because in Kali Yuga, most of the people are in mode of passion and ignorance. So, this is bound to happen. So, we are in those modes, and it's nothing to be sad of about or maybe surprised of. It's generally what's the situation of Kali Yuga. So most of the people are in passion and ignorance, and that's how the activities are done. And when we stay in big cities like Tokyo or New York, Bombay, Delhi, Osaka, all these cities, the big cities, the mode of passion is much higher. If you go outside the city in the remote area little bit, you will see the mode of goodness. People, how the people walk, how people do the shopping, how people drive the car. From that also we can understand. The speed of the car also we can understand the mode in which the person is driving or doing the shopping. So in cities, the mode of passion is very prominent, and ignorance also is very prominent, and we get influenced by it. And that's how the condition soul is. As per the condition around us, we get affected by that, and we acquire that mode and we act accordingly. So the passion and ignorance are the two modes where we actually very much relate our activities to. So what we can do if we see that okay, I am get maybe we are not envious or we are not greedy, but we want to enjoy the fruits, and we are attached to the work and what I will get from that work, and or maybe as per the result of the work, we sometimes are in joy, or sometimes in sorrow. It happens. So what to do about this? It is nothing wrong because Krishna accepts this. Right? Krishna is telling this. Okay, this is mode of passion, and this is the person in mode of passion. This is how he does the action. So Krishna is explaining this. So he is not rejected or dejected. Ignorance person also is not rejected by Krishna. He acknowledges the presence of persons in mode of passion and ignorance, right? but that's why the Shastra is given. Right? Bhagavad Gita is given, Srimad Bhagavatam is given. The process of devotional service is there. Scriptures are there. Different scriptures for different peoples. The reason is by reading these scriptures and gaining the higher knowledge and understanding the better way to do the devotionals, our duties, we can elevate our consciousness. So even if our activities are in mode of passion, we can slowly convert those into mode of goodness. So what can we do? We have to give up the attachment to the results, good or bad. And we have to choose our activities very wisely. What is uh, our duty? What is required for me to do as per my dharma and my status? I have to do that. As a responsible person, I have to do those activities. And that's as a matter of duty, without considering like if I do like this, what the other person will say. Some who will like, I will like, they will like. So many points are there. So we don't have to go into those complications. Those are all mental concoctions going on. Who will do what, who will feel what. So no need. So we do our duty honestly, sincerely, and forget what happens after that. Of course, forget means you give up the attachment to that work result. Whatever happens after that, if something wrong happens, then okay, when wrong happens, if that situation comes to me and I am at the mistake, okay, I have done some mistake in that, I have to admit it and finish the topic. I don't have to argue. Uh, I don't have to fight. If it's my mistake, I have to agree. If it's not my mistake, I have to defend. It's not that if not my mistake, still I accept. No need. As per dharma, if it's not your mistake, you have to defend it. You have to show the truth. But how the argument should be done, that also has Shastra has given that. It's very politely putting up the points. with valid reasons, etc. So, but this act of doing is goodness. When you are not angry, you are not envious, or you are not trying to control everything. Nothing like that. When you are just putting up the facts and putting up the rules and following the Shastra, this act actually is in mode of goodness. And when you act like that, actually you can sense that you yourself are peaceful, and the people around you or whom you deal with, they are also peaceful. They also don't go in the fighting or shouting mode. So you have to be, it's of course the situation drives us, but if we are internally stable with our purpose of the life, with our goal, with our way how to do the activity, it's the effect, our effect will be on the surroundings. So Krishna, when Arjuna told Krishna that I will not fight, I don't want to fight, and he put down his weapons, what Krishna did? Krishna did shout on him, right? Krishna didn't force him to do anything. Krishna didn't tell that this, just don't ask me, I'm telling you, you do it. No, that's not the way Krishna did, right? Krishna explained all the Bhagavad Gita to him. Why I am telling you to fight? Why I am telling that you are wrong? He gave all this to remove the ignorance. Right? So there is always a process to do everything. So we should follow the process of goodness. So Krishna explained, gave him the knowledge, put down the facts. What is the first fact? That you are not body, you are soul. So from there he started. So from Bhagavad Gita, actually, we can understand that if your intentions are pure and your way of working is as per Shastra, then it has effect, and you have to apply. And there are examples in Shastra, in Bhagavatam, where some pure devotees, they don't interfere in the material matters, like Jada Bharat and all. Pure devotees, so they don't want any botherage of all these things. So they just keep themselves like a very a person who is not harmful to anyone, and they are ready for anything. So anybody wants them to do anything, they will do. They will not say any wrong, next word or any reaction. They will just say, okay, I will do. So that is one way of dealing with this world, where you internally maintain your posture or goodness or transcendental vibrations inside, and outside you become like just equal to everyone. So you are completely internally focused. So this way we can actually increase our, not increase, upgrade our consciousness and mode of doing the activities. So when we do the daily activities or any work, anything, we should be very conscious that when I'm doing the activity, what are the results, and you think on them, and then with proper understanding of the situation and proper consequences of options, then you do that action, so you don't have to get attached to it. So that way, while doing the action only, you are very careful, so that after effects are not much bothering to you. So this way, actually, we can uh, first find out how we are acting, and then try to elevate our consciousness. So Krishna tells, like, these people in mode of passion, they are very greedy, envious, and angry, shouting, fighting faults in others activities, and they are just trying to tell others what you should do, what you should not do. This rather than what they themselves are supposed to do. So it's like this is mode of passion and ignorance always driving. So even if we come across such people, we should be calm. We should not get reactive. Okay, so but this we can actually relate to these shlokas, because I hope everybody can has noticed in their life, day-to-day life, this type of situations where the reaction was like this. So this is mode of passion, person who works in passion. So tomorrow we'll see about mode of ignorance, how that person acts. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So, any comments? Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you.